The final 10 game weeks of an FPL season decide more mini-leagues and rank climbs than any other stretch. By this point, every transfer, every captaincy call, and every remaining chip carries more weight than it did in August. The managers who separate themselves here aren't the ones who panic after one bad week. They're the ones who know exactly what their position calls for. Here's something worth getting straight before anything else. Chips aren't the scarce, one-per-season resource people sometimes treat them as. This season introduced 2 full sets: Wildcard, free hit, triple captain, and bench boost. One set for the first half of the season, a completely separate second set from game week 19 onwards. Any unused first half chip expired at the game week 19 deadline. It doesn't carry over. So heading into the final 10 game weeks, you're working exclusively with your second half allocation, up to 4 chips if you haven't used any of them yet. Know exactly which ones you've already burned before you plan the run-in. Your strategy from here depends entirely on your position. If you're protecting a lead, say 25 points clear with 8 game weeks left, the smart move is usually restraint. Keep your core template players. Captain is your safest premium option, and avoid unnecessary hits. You don't need to win every single game week from here. You need to avoid the big mistakes that hand your rivals a way back in. If you're chasing instead 40 points back with the same 8 game weeks, that calculus flips. You need calculated aggression, a well-chosen differential or two, a genuinely justified aggressive captaincy call, and using your remaining chips on the fixtures that can actually close the gap, not just any double game week that comes along. Take Enzo Fernandez this season. £6.5 million, Chelsea, 157 points, 10 goals and 5 assists, a 4.4 points per game average. At 12.3% ownership, he's not a template pick. Most of the league's default captaincy goes to the highest owned premiums, but that's exactly the point in a run-in. When the obvious captain has a tough fixture, a consistent differential like this is the kind of calculated alternative that can gain you ground without the reckless variance of a genuine punt. The classic run-in mistake is chasing last week's headline, buying whoever just scored a hat-trick without checking whether their fixtures actually support it going forward. A close second, taking unnecessary points hits under pressure, or panicking and reshaping your whole squad after a single bad game week. And don't sit on an injured player out of loyalty during the run-in. With fewer game weeks left to recover the value, every wasted week costs more than it would have in October. Before every deadline in this stretch, run the same short checklist. Does this transfer genuinely help for the game weeks that remain? Are my captain and vice-captain actually my best options? Not just habit? Have I checked the injury news, the suspensions, and the team news properly? And critically, does this decision suit my actual situation, protecting a lead or chasing one, rather than some generic good FPL move that doesn't fit my position in the table? The last 10 game weeks reward discipline over emotion. Know your chips, know your position, and make every decision with the finish line in mind. That's how good seasons become great ones.